Hello, hello, my beautiful sacred masculines, and anybody else who finds their way to this channel. Welcome. I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you for your presence. Today, I was very inspired I just arrived in Delphi, Greece, and I really need to ask the locals how to pronounce Delphi. Is it Delphi or is it Delphi? I've heard it both, so I need to find out so that I'm saying that correctly. But anyways, this is a very special part of my pilgrimage here, coming to Greece. This trip has been many years in the making, and I'm just really excited to be here connecting with a lot of sacred feminine energies and goddess energies. And the Oracle at Delphi is a really important part of this pilgrimage for me. The sacred feminine was very revered here and connected with for her wisdom. She offered wisdom. There was numerous oracles that would I don't know, there's different things that I've heard. There's some sort of fumes that come up from the earth that would alter this state, alter the consciousness, or support the feminine to get into a more open, expansive state for wisdom to come through. So I don't know all the details of all of that. And of course, we don't know all the details because it was some time back, and we can only kind of speculate now. So anyways, a very powerful spot, very, very powerful place on our planet. And I've been seeing these t-shirts like center of the world. So considered at one point the center of the world by the Greek people and mythology and history. And I will dive into more of the details later. I am curious to learn more, but I was realizing as I was about to jump on my phone and start looking things up, it's like, no, wait, hold on, stop. Just feel into the energies, be in my own sacred feminine energies, utilize my senses, which I'm so passionate about supporting us to do. Tap into the energy, open my intuition, and just feel. What do I feel when I'm here? What are the energies I'm connecting to? What's coming in for me versus what is the phone telling me about this place? And that's one way that we've kind of cut ourselves off from the feminine. We use our mind and logic and reasoning and knowledge to determine our experience, and we've kind of stopped like just feeling into things. We just jump to like, what is this supposed to mean? What is somebody else telling me this experience is all about? So I stopped myself and then just went into my own energy, and I'm just gonna like be in that and connect to this place from my own personal experience without somebody else telling me what this place is about or what happened here. And then I'll dive into that more, as I go along. But I caught myself, so that was great, because I really, part of the balance that I'm so passionate about supporting us to come into, the sacred masculine, sacred feminine balance, is connecting more fully with our feminine energies, because we are so used to just going to our masculine, going to that logic, looking things up, finding out, using the mind and the brain in that way. So yeah, I was excited to catch myself doing that. So anyway, so I'm here in my little hotel room. I just checked in and decided to consecrate the place as I spoke. I believe that was a day or two ago. We had the lunar eclipse energy, and I think I spoke about Sex Magick, or I spoke about it recently during something. And in case you're not familiar what that is, it's utilizing our sexual energy to set intention. Our sexual energy is extremely powerful, as you hear me talking about all the time. It's our life force energy. It's where we came from. It is where we all came from, an orgasm. I mean, is that amazing and gorgeous and exquisite and beautiful when you think about it, So that is the power of life. That is our life force energy. That is what makes the world go round. It's extremely potent and extremely powerful, and we have only just begun to kind of tap into the truth of that, the essence of that energy, and we've really lost sight of how powerful it truly is. It is where we came from. That is mind-boggling when we think about it. So Sex Magick is in the simplest simplest terminology, or breaking it down to its simplest form, is utilizing that energy to set intention to create the reality that you want. So when we're self-pleasuring, or when we're in union and we have that sexual energy flowing, setting intention behind that energy, because it's radiating out and it's sending a very powerful message to the universe when we put intention behind it. So, and that can be for anything. I want to connect with greater love. I want to know peace. I want to manifest greater abundance in my life. I want to call in a soulmate relationship. I want to know more success in my business endeavors. It can be more at the 3D level. It could be more at a spiritual level. I want to connect more deeply with my own sacred feminine or sacred masculine energies. I want greater balance. I want to know unity consciousness, whatever is speaking to your heart, and to really open that up. And you can utilize this powerful, powerful energy to blast that intention out into the universe. So you can do this alone, and I highly recommend that, anytime you're self-pleasuring or connecting with that energy, put an intention behind it. Do so before you even start connecting in a sensual way with yourself. What do you want to dedicate this energy towards? What that could be for yourself, it could be for another, it could be for the world, it could be for the collective. What is speaking to you? What lights up your soul? What is making your heart sing right now? Dedicate your gorgeous sexual and sensual energy to really, supercharging that heartfelt longing, desire, connection, what have you, and again, you can do this with yourself. You can do this with a partner. When you're engaging with a partner, you can both set intention together prior to activity, prior to that more physical connection, and that for really supercharge it, that's like. So when I got here, so I did that on the eclipse that we just had, the lunar eclipse, and that was a really powerful little ceremony ritual I did for myself to, activate some things that I'm calling into my life in some ways that I want to more fully align. And one of those was because it was the Libra lunar eclipse, which is Libra's really about, relationships, relating, it's harmony, it's balance, it's union, it's, justice. The scales of justice is Libra. So again, there's that balance. So the balance with the sacred feminine, sacred masculine within and without. So, but a lot about relating. How do we relate? And it's not just relationships with people, but it's relationships with everything in our lives. How do we relate to our career? How do we relate to the environment? How do we relate to our food? How do we relate to our food and nutrition? And how do we relate with our bodies? That's a big one. That's a really big one, right? Yeah, we can. That in itself is a big spiritual journey, connecting with our bodies, taking care of our bodies, nourishing our bodies, cherishing our bodies, celebrating our bodies. That's a big one. So again, yeah, how are we in relationship with everything? So for me, I was looking at my relationship with the divine, and that within me and without, how I wanted to strengthen my relationship but in a different way, like open that up into a way that maybe I haven't previously thought about it before, and just really kind of calling that in. And I don't know what that looks like because I'm kind of limited in my understanding of it, and I want it to just open up and get a lot more expansive. So I did Sex Magick around that and brought in my own gorgeous sacred feminine, sacred masculine, because we carry both. We're made of both. There's that union and balance, that harmony, right? So bringing that energy into my desire and my longing to know the divine more fully, I brought in that gorgeous, beautiful life force energy, my vitality, my creative life force, my divine life force. And I brought that into my ritual by self-pleasuring and setting intention, and then putting that energy out into the universe, offering it out to the divine, offering it out into the divine. The divine is not out there. It's in here. It's everywhere. It is everything. So really cultivating and supercharging my own energy to set that intention and really connect in that way. So I wanted to bring this up because I just got into my my little room here, into this very sacred place on the planet that's very important to me, and to all of us, Western civilization. There's some really powerful things that were happening here. And the energy is strong. I can feel it. I can really feel it. So I wanted to set intention when I got here. So I decided to basically like consecrate my room with self-pleasuring and setting intention, again connecting with that sexual, sensual energy, my life force energy, and supercharging it, setting the intention, offering it out into the universe, offering it to the gorgeous, sacred, feminine energies that are here, calling in, opening to greater wisdom. I really want to connect with the energies here, and to nature. My view outside is these gorgeous hills. So just like offering that beautiful energy up. So, and it just inspired me to want to share that with you, and inspire you to see what you can do with your own creative life force energy, and how you can cultivate that, how you can offer it up, how you can utilize it to create the life that you want, and really magnetize what is in your heart, and that longing and that desire, and just help to open it up, and really help to move that energy and to connect with it in a much more powerful way when we set intention and we get very conscious of our energy. Part of our sexuality has just been really unconscious, or it's in the mind too much, and disconnected from our spiritual a spiritual understanding, and from our hearts. It can be just either too in the mind, or maybe just too physical, and there's nothing wrong with that. And don't get me wrong, there's no judgment at all. I'm just offering another way to connect with it, to open it up a lot more, to connect with different aspects of our sexuality. And hence my, the whole umbrella of this channel is sacred sexuality. I mean, we know what sexuality is. This is opening it up and taking it to another level. There's never any shunning and shaming or poo-pooing any aspect of it. It doesn't always have to be like this deep, big thing, right? Or some spiritual thing, but this is just one thing that we can do with it. This is one way we can open our sexuality up for ourselves to, to something more expansive. And again, really, this is the most powerful energy here in our universe for us, for us as humans. Like, this is where we came from. This is like the Big Bang, right? This is the Big Bang for us. And when we really understand that, I know I was just pointing to my mind here, but understand that at all the levels, body, mind, and spirit, and tap into that and really start to harness that and utilize it, holy shit, things are going to open up. They really are. It's really going to shift things. So this is part of my pilgrimage here to Greece, and then I'm going to Croatia and to Bali, really connecting with some really powerful spiritual energies and ley lines, dragon lines on the planet, some vortexes of powerful energy that support the spiritual growth, because they do alter and open up the consciousness. So and for me, the sensuality and sexuality, that life force, the creative energy, is such a powerful experience that I really like. That's kind of the umbrella for me of how I'm approaching things. So this is one of the ways that I'm opening up my sexual energy more and tapping into my own sensuality and my own creative life force, passion, that word passion, like. So setting intention, getting very clear, just, I don't know if you can hear that birdie out there, but it's really lovely. There's some lovely bird action around here. I've been hearing the birds, but so yeah, this is part of my pilgrimage and part of why I'm here, and always looking to open that up for myself, and then to support us all in that, because I do trust that it's a very important aspect of our experience. And I think yeah, it just hasn't been tapped into to the level that I know where is possible. So I'm so grateful to support us in that process. And I think that's about it. This is probably going to go under one of my little quickie videos because I know, as you know, if you've been following me for a while, I can sure talk, but this is a little bit shorter. But again, I just wanted to bring that to you and say, you know, when you're, you know, check out my blog. I talk a little bit more about this. Check out the other videos I've got going on here. And when you're ready to, you know, take this to the next level, this is something I offer in my sessions, my one-on-one sessions, you know, utilizing sacred sexuality, ritual, sex magic to set intention and to really open that energy up for you, for us in that connection. So really powerful practice and powerful ritual, powerful experience. Yeah, so check that out. I look forward to connecting with you and really opening that up. So yeah, and check out my website. There's tons of resources, a lot of more information on that. There's books, there's videos, documentaries, and such that I share that have been inspiring along my journey. I have a beautiful 12-week program that's getting started here shortly, starting another cohort. So the link below, check that out. And also when you're really ready to deep dive into this, we're going on a sacred sexuality tantric pilgrimage to India in November, and we'll really be getting into this sacred sexuality and the sacred feminine, sacred masculine, opening that up and really connecting much more fully with our own creative, passionate life force energy and our sensuality in really big ways. So link below, check that out too. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram for much more. I share there pretty much daily about my pilgrimage, about sacred sexuality, and so much more. So I'm so grateful for your presence and sending you much love. Bye all.